Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Can I have the phone?
Good.
The fingers.
And then I'm having a go with Kemp card.
Take a picture here while we're stood here.
No, you can't do it, Kamal. Don't hold the camera.
Here's your glasses. Stand there.
What am I meant to take?
Fingers. Get them fingers away, right?
Minnie.
We're all... Okay, keep standing still till all noises stop. Have you got... Let go.
That's it. Don't push it again. Can I have a go with card?
Yeah. Or remember, go slowly with it, right? Slowly, moving round. Did you get them in as well as there, Vicky? Didn't you? That's what you're supposed to do.
I know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
How were you hoping to get busy with you?
No. Betul, nanti ya hoy. Cuman quedado en el hotel, vaya. Porque no la ves.
Howdy.
Hi Vicky.
Hi.
Are you on holiday?
Yeah?
What have you been to see today? Was it the valley?
Yeah.
What was it?
The Valley of the Kings and the Valley of the Queens.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
What have you got to do on this boat?
No running.
No, what else?
No jumping on the bed.
Or what happens?
You slide through the
And
railing.
then what?
You're going to the river.
And then what?
The crocodiles will get ya.
So you're going to be a good girl? Okay. What's that noise?
A police car. And that's the boat, Nile.
Nile. No.
It was lovely when it was first done, when we were full of half faded with something. It's a bit confusing. Come on then.
The temple was
Smell those twilight campfires.
by birds and some of the colours can be seen. You won't see it as much colour as like this in the rest of the temple. And this is because it was protected with the silk. Nobody really knows much about the temple, the history behind it. Was it built, or the archaeology behind it? Was it built to be a temple, or was it built to be only height of style hole? And this is the youth. Supported with 24 columns, music, mass, 2 columns of light, the ceiling of this temple is considered a very distinct pre-creation. You can see lots of the very confusing. Nobody really knows whether the rest of the temple is still buried under the village, or probably as it was built just to be like this, and there was probably a sanctuary here and that's it. So that's why you can't see more than half a page in any of the good guidebooks. Guidebooks, something in history because something else. So this is because it's very confusing actually. Let's go this way, please. Any of them together, or when the Pharaoh put them together, he means that I was the Lord of Upper and Lower Egypt. So this is a way, again, quite interesting way. Why we couldn't manage to decipher the language here? Because simply in the last part of the Greek-Roman era, they have added a new 700 determinatives to the language. 772 determinative, which makes it much harder for us to understand what they are trying to say. Some of those determinatives were like a horse back riding. This one is quite interesting. Horses were introduced to Egypt not before 1600 BC, and this is exactly was the Hyksos occupation to Egypt in the second intermediate period. This is a very interesting scene. We haven't seen this one before except inside the temple, and if you concentrate on the wall on this probably part, you can see lots of new determinative which doesn't make any sense to us as the language was developing. That's true. Nobody can deny this from the old to the middle to the new kingdom, but you still can trace it. You can easily, when you see a text in a hieroglyphic in an ancient pharaonic time, it's so easy to decipher the language, and it's so hard in the Greek-Roman to decipher their hieroglyphics. Excuse me?
How now, brown down? Vicky, Vicky. Yes.
Smell
This is insane. Nile. Vicky. Police station. Julie? Julie? Beep beep. Yeah, we've got them up there.
الله لا إله إلا الله الحي القيوم عامل إيه يا
Tired?
أوكي 6 كان ولا 7 كيف تقول لي فوتو؟
ها؟
تقول لي فوتوغراف؟
Photograph?
Yeah.
تعال هنا قدر. تعال. والله ولا فيها يابان ولا تليان. تاج. تعال هنا. يا جابر.
That's nice.
Cutting it out.
It's all right, isn't it?
She got a very important temple, and this temple to the northern part of Luxor, we call it the Temple of Dandra. There is a particular event, and this is in the second week after the inundation, where the high priest of Horus here, they go to the most inner part of the temple, which is the sanctuary, and they start to carry the sacred boat over their shoulder, and they go outside the temple, and this is, say, downstream, while the high priest of the goddess Hathor, they do the same thing exactly, but at Hathor's temple, and they go outside and this is said upstream. So both of them, they met midstreams, and then they took the two sacred or divine boats or barks or barge, they towed them together, and then the high priest rounds it with sacred boat, they are not taking boat, and then they come all the way to here, and Horus enjoys his wife, Hathor, exactly like a husband and wife, and this will last for another 2 weeks, and after the 2 weeks, Hathor leaves the whole temple and goes back to her place. This is considered one of the most important festival, and the reason it was important, because it was the only chance for the commoner, it was the only chance. Imagine that you're asked to worship a god that you can't see. But nowadays we are worshipping a God that you can't see. Yes, but no one can see the God. At that time in the ancient Egyptian, only the priest can, governor can, big shot can see the God. So some of us can see and some of us cannot see. There was only one chance for everybody to see this and to witness this big event is when Hathor leaves the temple and comes here to Horus. This is perfectly depicted in the wall of the temple. No. Because there was a place for Hathor. The car, when the car comes back to you and recognizes the feature of your face through your eyes, the car has, if the car didn't find the body, if the car didn't find a depiction for you, if the car didn't find a statue for you, the car will never get the chance to give you a second life. So this very strong faith of leaving statues and mummified the mummification. May I come in? And then when he finished this, he said inside the face, he can't imagine himself. He is casting his eyes over the goddess or the goddess. He is God. He cannot really believe that he is really looking at the God. And then the third thing that he is burning incense. Burning incense means that he is praying. That's a sort of praying when he burns incense. This is perfectly depicted in the wall. Let's take it one by one. This is here, the Ptolemy. He is knocking outside. You know that this is used to be locked with a double door. Can you see this hinge is over there? And this is used to be locked with a wooden door, and then it's decorated from out and inside with electrum. Do you know what's electrum? It's alloyed, a mixture between silver and gold. And then highly decorated with a precious. Alright, the Midas and Osiris, they got married. Nephthys and Set, they got married as well. Osiris was everybody really appreciated Osiris to a great extent. His brother Seth didn't really feel comfortable with this. He felt very jealous, and he held a very impressive banquet in the jungle, in the bush. He was protected with the goddess Hathor. One day, Seth was one of his hunting expedition. To his full moon, he saw his brothers back again. This time he thought to do much of better work, and this is by cutting his brother's body into 14 pieces. And he scattered those 14 pieces all over the country. Isis knew what happened again to her husband, so she converted for the second time to be a vulture, she and her sister Nephthys, and they went searching for those pieces and pets from all over the country, bring them all together, and she was trying to refashion the body of Osiris again. Unfortunately, but you wouldn't have mind.
No, because it was super comfortable, so I said.
They get mad at that, right? She's living.
Today I'm definitely get closer with you.
Lights inside the temple. The second thing, the capitals of the columns, all of them, they were perfectly chipped off, or they were perfectly cut off, and this would lead us to the idea of reusing the stone again, in the last part of the Greek-Roman era again. To make their life much easier, they would go to an old temples, they take the capital of the columns, and they refurbish the capital, and they use them in different sites. Let's go this way. Tact scene inside the temple, and the scene here shows the Ptolemaic in the middle, and he's receiving the Ankh sign from Isis. Let me tell you what's the figure that you see first. This is the Ptolemaic holding the Ankh sign. We'll talk about the Ankh sign. And we have behind him is Hathor and the first representation, which is a very pretty lady, and the two horns and the sun disk in between. Behind Hathor, Tat, the ibis god, the god of wisdom. To the other side, Isis. Isis here is taking the representation of a lioness, and we have behind Isis Horus, her husband, and behind both of Horus, the young Horus, the son. Inside this temple, or generally speaking, talking about generally about the style in the Greek-Roman time, it's very much of a pronounced style of art. We call it pronounced because they have exaggerated a lot in the curvature of the body, as you can see. Proportion is okay, there's nothing wrong with it, but you feel like everything is very pronounced. This can be seen here. And the second interesting thing, you need to zoom with your eye. How would we differentiate between Horus the elder and Horus the young? The only way is you see the double chin, this one. This is, if you zoomed on it, the artisan have shown the age through this one. This is eventually a unique way of doing it as well. Let's move to the... And this big shop over there is like a big well, or a big shop for the few...
جيب لك شاي تحب؟ تعال 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 بسرعة.
That's going, I like it, That's going,
Hi. Oh, it's Omar Sharif.
Tell you what, mate.
That was excellent.
I got on that. I said, who wants to go on the camel? Me. I got on it, right? We stood up. It was the worst decision I've ever made in my life. I'm sort of petrified. Went right forward like that, right? And the thing was straight me face. My was going, oh my God, what have I done now? Just this one
Two
thing
pieces
stuck
of corn.
out.
Okay, let me carry first the 5 pillars and then we can come back to this one. The second pillar in Islam is we do pray 5 times a day. The first one is nearly 10 to 6 or 15 minutes to 6 o'clock in the morning. This is before the sunrise. The second one is nearly 1 o'clock. The third one is 4:30. The fourth one is after the sunset. The fifth one is nearly 9:30. This is in the winter, it's 8:30, it's 12 instead of 1 because this 1 hour. Okay? And this is changes from leader in one of those 23 sects. It's called Ismaili's sect. And he was highly appreciated by the people who lives there. Alright, one more attack.
That's funny. Look at the size of those boats. The cats swim out the boat, don't they?
The weight of the silver was 25 years old and the weight of the gold was 20. para dedicar a la criada de Luxor, porque cada ciudad tenía un dios y su esposa en el cielo. Han visto que pertenece a Horus y su esposa a Thor y Macawi, que forman dos criados. Único porque contiene la criada de jealousy, so they can be destroyed. But they have had one of the greatest civilizations, which is the Mesopotamian civilization, and this is considered probably the second biggest after the ancient Egyptians. So there was no very clear reason for us to understand why the Persians, when they came to Egypt, have destroyed a great deal of the monument which was left at that time. When they came here, they saw a temple, and they've had a very impressive palace, homeland, and they call it Kawarna, totally of sandstone, as you can see. This is the biggest pylon you can ever see here in Egypt, and from outside, under each one of those apertures, or the grooves, there is 4 grooves in the wall. This is simply to tell you the different kinds of stuff that are inside the temple. This is 26th dynasty. This is the latest construction here. 25th dynasty. We call it the Taharka kiosk.
Keep finger down on it.
You've got to keep it down.
That's the one box. That's also wine. Also wine. What's that? About there.
To their appreciation to the god. The tomb is very much of a private property. So if you die before you finish your tomb, truly tough luck. Nobody's going to carry on the work when you die. All what they need to do is to do the rituals, the mortuary rituals, and then to put your body in the eternal place, which is the burial chamber. But the case here was the temple, generally speaking, or a hypostyle or whatever. If you die, me as your son, I'm gonna carry on the work, not because I like you, or not because I'm gonna put your name on it, because I wanna put my name on it. I wanna show to that Amon Ra that I really do appreciate his cause and his mythology, and I show this respect by doing him. was so wise, I would say, in showing you the feature of the places they are looking at sometimes we get discouraged years with the oval shape bearing the name of the tribe where this man comes from. So it's a big shame to put the name of your tribe, which was the figure of Queen Sutherland. This wall behind you is, I consider, one of the engraving, and then up here, third one is something so funny.
Vicky.
Il prend tout ça, je sais.
I was short and precise. To the point.
No, what? Did I do it there? You made us a pop.
I'm still away from that.
Shape. I mean, if you look just start here with Rom system practice, for example, you feel like the guy is a bodybuilder. Big muscles, big bones, big skeleton, as if he's really, truly a bodybuilder. Well, what happened is that there was a great deal of deformation, especially with the pharaohs, because they were the only people who are allowed to do any kind of relationship with his daughter, with his sister, and stuff like that. So the only
Oh, yeah, I know. You like to drop down? Oh, I know that.
No, I know.
I'll leave it behind.
Sorry, Mark.
I'll get in the middle.
here. This is playing with the balance of the subterranean structure of any building could cause the collapse of the building in no time. So eventually those columns were like swinging. So they supported those with scaffolds. No, you were here last April. They were not completed, right? They were all chipped off. So they cut them off. They cut those columns into portable pieces, and they put them outside the temple, and they have reinforced the foundation with a concrete and a sand thing, and then they put a very good base for the obelisk, and then they put the columns again after they have carefully numbered those pieces. That was the only way to save them anyway. We haven't had...
Hi, Natalie.
Let me throw it. Go down there. Well, I know, you already said. that down. No! Let me just get in your Dad, catch me. What? good. You don't. I feel good. No. Let me get on. Are you on? No. What? No. I'm on. I feel good. Come out. Set. Go. Why? No. What are you doing today? You are video calling.
You said the video this. Hi.
The only thing we saw on video and it appeared on right is the wedding bit that Andy did, isn't it? And it was an Andy said that.
Did the vid?
Yeah. And Andy said he
Hey,
fell
Geordie.
over the chair and it was wobbling and all. So I was like, wobbling and all that.
Joe's filming and it looks good, but she kept getting it wrong.
Well, that's
Miss Andy,
that was the way unpredictable.
there were a group of us in the bar and Andy was being like usual stuff and he was saying about what happened. And he started doing all this, you know, and everything, and was pretending to pillars and everything in stores.
I know my alphabet is